So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will get the football first. That this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
Get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because
this is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Hout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's weird. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BG.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Back to the ground game on the left. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. Looking to throw, it's Underwood.
Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage. Make it easy on your...
Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory.
things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Hauls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
To the air, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is...
I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably... big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. That pass is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Hout. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people...
Oh, he's got some space. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets to the 25. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Hansen. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are. Big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me...
Getting it on the option. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
He'll ride his man on the option. Got a little space. Fights off a defender. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Firing deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The Falcons come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air. It's out. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good, and that was... Solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Howell. Under fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds. Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, sweet feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Falcons are in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the pressure. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Oh. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And the Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. last play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the ground game left. Past the first down marker and still running. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The quarterback sneak looking to eke out a few yards. Sneak gets it done. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Black 18! Black 18! Set!
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Rides the back and leaves it. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, to dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's House. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And the Falcons are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Falcons have a lot of options on second and inches. To the ground with the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Runs through a tackle. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Snagged out of the air. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the air, it's Underwood. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends... Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quickly out to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even keep it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. That is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He's taking a deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bowling Green. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his target down the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Lining up to convert third down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Trying to keep this drive alive. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're setting up the screen. Smashes through the tackle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll try to sneak it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get